Hey, what's up, guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto Zertuche. And yeah, so we moved spots. We moved from the Causeway Pier to this other location. I have no idea where I'm at, to tell you the truth. My buddies came out here because they said they knew some guys that were already out here. And yeah, we've seen some guys with some stringers of drum and reds. So I've got two rods in this area, and there's one in another area that's off camera. But we'll see how it goes. Yep, we are in the wind. It is chilly. And yeah, talk about a super long day. Going on probably
What?
30 something hours being up and still trying to fish and want to get that stringer of fish before the end of the month. And that's why we came out here. We were going to plan on a short trip and then head back to Causeway Pier to finish out the night. We want to see what kind of action we can resolve out here.
Gotta bite. I think I got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
I got it.
One of the things I was hoping to do was to get a good cast since I was shore fishing now instead of on the pier. And I wanted to give y'all a good idea of the amount of power that goes into casting and how the rod recoils and so forth after the cast. And also to show where it actually does fly by us as it goes out. I was casting in the wind and I was throwing 10 to 11 ounce weights. Since I was casting into the wind at this area, I didn't know about any current or anything. They did say to use some pyramids because there was a slight current where we were fishing, so I just played it safe and threw my surf weights while we were there. And we got there pretty early in the afternoon, but we were already feeling the temperature drop as the winds increased on us while we were there. There was a big family gathering that we saw at the end of the juncture there, and we found out it was because of a passing of a fisherman that used to fish that area quite a bit. And so it was pretty awesome to see from the backside. Alright guys, so in the start of the fish in this spot, Kiki had told me that smaller hooks work better out here than the larger hooks that I had on my double drop improved double drop drum leaders. And I was thinking I had some of the regular double drop drum leaders with me, and I didn't. So I figured, well, I mean, if I caught large slot drums with the leader, I should be able to hook them here. Well, as you can tell, I've already got my first hit and miss, so I'm going to keep rocking it and see what ends up happening, because for sure I definitely want a limit of drum, but I also got to keep testing on the larger scale. Will it continue to work or not? And also compared to the size of catches that we have been proving the leaders do work and have caught on Causeway Pier. I do have to admit, watching my cast in slow motion, throwing all that weight and bait and everything into there, it does make me realize on one of our major dependencies is when we are pairing a reel with a rod, that we get a rod with enough backbone to handle the amount of pressure we are going to be putting to, while casting, and to be able to get the distance we want. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get the far distance that you want to be able to cast. You'll end up wasting a lot of energy loading the rod and before it even gets to moving your weight and bait and tackle into the direction you want it to go. So for me, it just reiterates it, guys. And if you're new to the channel, this is the second portion of the last day for me to be able to fish the tournament, to try and place within the tournament at Causeway Pier for the Monster Drum tournament. And again, like I said, I'm going to slow down the cast and show the technique and effort put into it as I push these weights and bait out into the wind against the current and everything else. And in choosing the rods that I choose to fish with, it encourages or enables me to do so. And you've all had questions too, why are we using such heavy rods and heavy gear? For us, we are in a tournament, and for us to have a fish float away because it dies during the tournament also means we get disqualified. So as we practice everywhere we go is quick fights to enable us to land our fish quickly, release safely, and get on to the next one. Because as you will see by the end of this series, or for this month of Teach a Man to Fish series, I wanted to show y'all how much effort, time, bait, tackle, the amount of just everything put into trying to place within the tournament. And again, it's trying, it's fishing. At the end of the day, it could just be one lucky cast right next to the person who ended up catching the tournament winning fish. So, or current tournament winning fish, should I say. And right, fishing with me right now is Mr. Enrique Corona. Sorry guys, my allergies got my messed up, and it's Enrique Corona is his name. We call him Kiki for short. And it's been a awesome experience to go fishing and just to share the amount of knowledge and have these guys soak it up and see them apply it day in, day out on their fishing techniques, and see them catch and, you know, just put forth a ton of effort into the fishing. And also too, along the way, they learn new things that they want to improve their fishing inventory, reels, rods, and also, you know, do their own thing. And that's the beauty of fishing. It don't always have to be one set way of fishing.
That's a set of twins.
You have that one wrapped, or?
No, it's already wrapped. Most of my Harringtons all had one prior owner. Most of them.
So they're both 552s or what?
Yeah. My third 552 is behind us.
Yeah.
They tell you about the 552s and the 553 I just got?
Yeah, I already heard.
I already heard. You part with one, I need one. One for a specific reel.
You cannot separate the triplets.
The triplets?
It's a triplet. Two identical and then a twin.
Wow.
Now here's the thing though. I have a set of triplets as well. Two identical and one's a twin. So now look at it, I got two sets of triplets.
Oh shit.
But the twins, I got three sets of twins.
Oh dang.
Because that one's a twin. The original ones that I bought were twins, and then now these two that I got are twins. So it's a
How
series.
you come across those?
I used to fish with that shark fisherman. Shoot,
Oh, okay.
better part of 15, 20 years now.
And he said, "Hey man, I want you to have one."
He goes, "Hey, I'm gonna sell them." I said, "Who have you told?" He goes, "Nobody." So you're the first one. I was like, "Well, hey, give me a couple weeks, man." And then I lost track of him for months and months. And then I ran into him at HV somewhere like that.
Oh shit.
He goes, "Hey man, you still want those rods?" I was like, "Yeah, you still got them." He goes, "Yeah, man. Bring them by." I said, "I won't be able to buy them all, but I'll see what I can get, you know." Yeah. And he walked in with all four of them. Oh, dude, ramen noodles were like. It's like, but seeing that, dude, run into a set of triplets, two identical and a twin. So that takes me up to, you know, the two
Who
sets.
was the original guy that wrapped them?
That wrapped them? Shit, he told me, and I don't remember.
Bob? Ronald or whatever?
I would have to double check. I ain't even gonna. But yeah, so now somebody was like, well, tell me one. I'm like, bro, like, you didn't listen to the story how they said about
Yeah,
triplets?
no shit.
There's not many people that can sit there and say they have twins. Or three sets of twins. You know?
Bro, you'd be lucky if someone has one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got that 552, and then I have that one right there, that 721. That's it. But, if I ran across one and shit, I'd get it. I'd jump on it.
And then the 553, the story behind that is he had it.
What is the
wrapped.
553? Is that a
The next size up.
heavier?
It's heavier, yeah. So that one, he had it wrapped back in like '94. Dang, he put a 6-aught on it, went fishing. While he was out there fishing, he found out that Harrington was going, that they were disbanding the company or whatever, and they weren't going to make it anymore. So he got home, cleaned the rod off, took the reel off, and stowed it. Used it one time, bro. The reel seat, it has the
Brand
indention
new.
from being
Yeah,
cracked
from
down.
where- yeah.
That was it. There's no wear and tear. It is.
I heard they were back then.
Oh, it's brand new. Yeah.
You would want to part with that one? Then you won't?
Put it this way. Now that 553 gives me 3 10-foot 553s for my 3 HXW Raptor MCs.
Oh, yeah.
So now they're a full collection.
Dang.
Yeah, so one guy's like, man, he's
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, bro, what'd you pay for them? I mean, if you don't mind, you don't have to tell me. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I can do that.
but at the same time, like some guys go, well, how much would you? I said, dude, you gotta listen. When you hear that story,
Yeah, no,
you
they're not
have
for
to
sale.
make me an offer
Yeah, they would make you, yeah.
that would make me unask them. I said, and right now, dude, I turned down $1,500 a rod. Turned down, like, no, bro.
No.
I said, I like
Well,
that.
I got
rod.
lucky with one, dude. I know that the guy I got it from wasn't a very light guy. But Santos Osprey, he goes, bro, it's legit. He goes, get it. So I got it. I mean, I paid $550 for it, but
I've known people who paid $1,000 for rods.
yeah, I'm not gonna say it. I just have that one, but I'm gonna get completely rewrapped. I mean, a lot of people, like, I know Kika and you, they say, man, leave the originality. I want to be the originality on it, you know? So that 721, I like it, man. I'm not real fond of the hot pink looking, because it's the guy, you know, I thought it was more red, but it looks like hot pink, but it just looks pretty. I mean, just, you know, I'm not that much of a collector. I do collect reels, but, I mean, don't get me wrong. If I ran across another one, I'd probably buy it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool with my one of my other sets. It was either 2 Herons or 2 Harnells. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but when I first opened my shop, I probably had it open maybe 2 or 3 months. Santos walked into my shop, and at that point, I had PVCs from the rafters like this.
Yeah.
And all my rods were like that, in the wrap.
Oh,
all
shit.
the reels, like as soon as you walk in, all you saw was herrings just all the way across. So it was awesome just to walk in and be like, oh,
shit.
And so he walks in, he stops, and he goes, who got these? And I said, why? He's like, I want to buy those 2. And I said, why are those 2? He's like, I put the original coat of epoxy when Bob Renault was showing me how to wrap.
And he recognized it right away.
Immediately. He started telling me the whole story about it and stuff. He goes, how much you want for them? I'm like, bro, you couldn't offer me enough.
It's not good enough for sale.
He goes, well, if you ever, and I was like, bro.
You're never going to go nowhere.
I already had them for like, at that time, I already had them 12 years or something like that.
Well, after the numerous hits that I did get, I did not land a fish. They did. They landed a few drums, but they were on the smaller side, so they were released to pay it forward to the fish gods. And so, with that in mind, we're going to go and start packing it up and heading back to Causeway Pier because we heard they've got a couple of 37s and 36s that have been caught, and they've been caught recently. So it goes to show that with the winds picking up, the fish have increased their bite at Causeway Pier. And since it's kind of my last day to fish it for before the month ends, I wanted to give it one last shot, and so did Kiki. So we're loading up and heading out, and we'll be back on Causeway Pier. Stay tuned, guys, as we continue this series, Teach a Man to Fish, and also putting the time and effort into it to make it back with a few hours to spare to see if we can do a last ditch effort to catch the tournament winning fish